Hello and welcome to 5-Minute Math. Today we are looking at the 7th grade concept of surface area. This is standard 7.9D in the great state of Texas, and we are using item number 28 of the 2022 released STAAR test. If you have not done so already, please go ahead and take a moment to pause the video, work this problem out on your own, unpause it, and we will look at our answers together. So we have a net of a triangular prism, and we have approximate dimensions, and so we're looking for the total surface area. So a net is when you take a three-dimensional shape like a triangular prism, and you pretend like it's made out of paper and you're cutting it out and you're laying it flat. So what we would have here is we would have our two triangles right here. So these are the two bases, and we would stand them up. So if we were to stand them up a little bit, all right, like bring them in and stand them up, and then we've got these three rectangles connecting the three sides of each triangle. And then you get your triangular prism. Looks kind of like a piece of cheese standing up. So we need to find the total surface area. Well, what we can use is we could use the additive property. And so the additive property of area means that if you have different shapes that are adjacent to each other, not overlapping, you can find the total area simply by adding up the area of the smaller shapes. And so I'm seeing two different types of shapes. There's obviously two different triangles, but then we've also got these three rectangles, and we're pretty sure that these two are similar right here. But I don't have a length right here on that one. But we can use a little bit of reasoning to say it's also going to be 12, because look, we've got a equilateral triangle as the base of this particular triangular prism, which means each of these three sides is going to be 12 inches. And so this side right here would go to right here. That's also going to be 12 inches. All right, so that means I've got three rectangles, and I've got two triangles, and thankfully the rectangles and the triangles are the same within their type. So all we need to do is find the two different areas. The rectangle area, multiply it by 3, triangle area, multiply it by 2, and then add those two up. So let's do these three rectangles, and I can even add that in my equation. Check this out. 3 times, loop parentheses, area of my rectangle is just going to be 4 times 12. That's base times height, which then is going to get me 3 times 48, which is then going to get me 144 square inches. Not one of the options. Of course, it shouldn't be, because we haven't even messed with the triangles yet. Triangles might not be necessarily as easy. Now check this out. I'm going to just double it since there's two triangles. Then I've got 1/2 base times height, right? So 2, let's equal that. 1/2 times my base is 12. And then I've got 10.4. That's the only decimal making it a little bit interesting here. Now, check out what I can do here. Since they're all multiplication, I can take the parentheses off. I don't really need them, right? So I can just do 2 times 1/2 times 12 times 10.4. And I can multiply these in any order I want to. Oh, it's 2 times 1/2. That's just 1, right? That's just 2 over 2. So now I don't have to worry about that. I just simply need to do 12 times, since I'm doubling it, there's two triangles, 12 times 10.4. All right, that I'm going to need to line up and do it normally. It's 802, and that's going to be 104, 8421. I've got one digit here behind the decimal, and I've got 124. Let's bring in my 144, and I'm going to get 268.8F.